Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. And when I got this car, one of the things that was really important to me was, making it look good because, it drives really well and, it's got a lot of really cool features, but, there's not a lot of work to be done. So the work to be done is, keeping it looking nice. So, one of the things that I was looking into was doing ceramic coating for the whole car. And I started getting into it and I started realizing that there is a lot going on when you ceramic coat a car. So one of the things that you have to do is you have to wash it, which I just totally did. And now I'm in the clay barring phase, and I've done kind of this side of it, right? So you can tell it looks pretty good. It looks nice, right? It's smooth to the touch, and I have to give credit where credit's due. I started looking on Reddit, so AutoDetailing on Reddit. You guys are awesome. Really appreciate all your help. Also looking at a lot of videos of how to this and how to that. And one of the ones that I came up that I thought was really helpful was Larry Cosilla at AMMO NYC. His channel has been extremely helpful, and I watched a ton of his videos. And I also watched the one with Kevin Brown, the world famed detailer guy. And I'm nowhere near anywhere close to these guys' level. I'm just really kind of dipping my toe into it and kind of seeing what's possible. And I realized, once you kind of get into it, I mean, there is just, sky's the limit with this stuff. So I just want to go into a medium kind of, bit before I get into it. So I realized, there's like 4 steps to it. First step is you wash the car and you make it look good. Second step is you need to clay bar the whole car to get all the junk out of there. Third step is you got to polish it, color correct the whole thing. So I borrowed a polisher. I'll do that in another video. And then finally, the fourth step, now that you've got the car completely perfect in every way possible, you need to then you can ceramic coat the car. So right now I'm in the phase where I'm just clay barring the car. And, one of the things that came up in the, AMMO NYC, Larry and Kevin's video was, using the quick detailer that comes with it with your clay, or can you do it with straight up water, this is just straight up, tap water, not even distilled water. Can you do it? And the answer, of course, is yes. This is the good stuff, right? That comes with it. And I realized that there's like a million, in my research, what I found is there's been a million clay bar systems out there to, do this. And sorry guys, but the Chemical Brothers stuff is just a lot of hype. I mean, it's a lot of marketing, it's a lot of this and a lot of that. And time again, I started talking with the people who are actually in the business doing this for a living, and what they came back with was like 80-90% of the time, most of the stuff they showed me was Meguiar's stuff, or something that, wasn't top of the line stuff that they were using. So, basically what they said is, look, all this clay stuff is pretty much the same with a few minor differences, and don't worry about it. So that's where I'm kind of at. I mean, you won't notice the difference, especially at my level, where I am pretty much, a hobbyist detail person. I just want to make it look good. It's not a profession of mine. I don't make money at it. So I started getting into it. Like I said, I did this side, got it done, kind of did the back and the part of the roof, and I realized, this is interesting. This is actually not the same color paint as this stuff is. This has actually got metal flake in it. And this is just black, because this is actually carbon fiber. So I don't know why they did that, but there is a difference that I noticed. And so I clay barred it, and you'll notice right away, if you do it right, and I'll show you how to do it right the first time, you can run your hand down it, and it feels smooth. It feels real smooth, the glass. And then here's one I haven't done. I haven't done the hood yet. And I don't know if you can hear this, right? Nothing, right? Let's do this again, right? Quiet, real super quiet. Maybe I'll get the camera real close. I don't know, you can hear it. You can almost hear all the junk in there, right? You can hear it, right? So traditional stuff is this, right? It's your detailer. But this stuff's expensive, right? It's like $7-8 a bottle, and you're going to probably go through 2 of these through a whole car, especially if you really get into it. But can you do it with water? And I experimented. I experimented with water, right? Because water's cheap and plentiful, right? And I started experimenting with it, right? And this is what I'm doing, right? That's all I'm doing. Straight up water. And check it out. And once you start clay barring it, right, you don't have to put a lot of pressure, right? We're just kind of letting the bar do the work, right? Now the only what I've noticed in my kind of playing around with this is that the straight water is a little bit dries out more quickly, so you have to use a little bit more. But again, infinitely cheaper than spray detailer because you get this stuff, right out of right out of the tap, and just fill it up whenever you need it. You have to run to the store every time. So right. So here's the technique, right? When you're clay barring, you're not pushing down. You're letting the clay bar do the work, right? It's kind of doing it on its own. And you can see it, all the junk. It's picking up all the junk. Now let's just for fun, I'm gonna try this on this part where I just clay barred. I had to go to a cruise, benefit for Cruise for the Troops, so right on to you guys. Awesome charity. If you get a chance, go for the Cruise for the Troops. Totally worth it. So this part right here, I just went for a quick drive. I'm going to use the other side here, other side of my bar, because it was nice and clean. Let's see if just a quick little drive did anything. I'm going to redo this anyway, but it was just an experiment to see how much dirt, even though it feels totally smooth to the touch. Yeah, not a ton. Maybe one or two specks. Nothing crazy. Okay, so we're using water, right? Oh, the other difference is water does not, come, when you wipe it down with your towel. I did notice that it doesn't quite dry as evenly or as neatly as the spray stuff. Okay, so did I damage it? Nope. No damage whatsoever, right? Does it feel better? Yep, totally smooth. Let's go down to a little spot right here. Yep, like right about there is where I feel it. So yeah, can you use water? Totally use water. And here's the reason why. The reason is that if you're going to be clay barring a car and the end product of it is going to be ceramic coating or waxing or something like that, and you need a perfectly smooth, decontaminated paint, especially this stuff, the clear on the Z06 is like super rock hard. This stuff, some of this stuff contains little bits of wax, little bits of other, there's a perfume agent, so it smells nice, and there's some drying agents in there, so it's not pure, right? There's stuff in it, and what you're doing, and this is what I learned in those videos, is that what you're doing is you're putting extra stuff that's in here back on your paint. So if you're going to come back and you're going to redo this, you're just going to have more stuff to clean up. So if you use straight water, not only will you save money, but also you won't be introducing any waxes or anything onto the paint for later. So that's what I've learned. Really appreciate all the help that AutoDetailing on Reddit has helped me with, and also helped with Larry. All his videos, I think, I don't know why the guy gets the hate. The guy puts out a pretty good, solid set of videos. So appreciate his help. That's been wonderful. And I hope you guys, know that, look, you can use water with this stuff. You can use it on the windshield. That's the other thing. You can clay bar the windshield if you want to, right? It's not going to hurt anything. You clay bar, which I already did. I clay barred the headlights. It's not going to do anything, right? All this stuff all it does is pick dirt out of the paint, and that's it. Little minuscule little bits. I mean, look at that. It's just, gross. So anyway, huge thanks to everybody. I appreciate you guys stopping by. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to do it in the bottom somewhere in this area. Appreciate your time, and thanks for watching. Have a good one.